What are you doing?
Hi. Hello.
You changing the light globes in you?
No, this is how I carry on. Greetings.
This is how you carry on when the camera's not on you. When you're not on camera, you're praying to the heavens. Actually, what have I? Oh, got a hook on the roof that I got a hook on the roof that I never noticed before.
Your roof's so low you can grab it from your seat?
No. No, someone's put a hook into the roof, and I've never noticed it before above my head.
Like a 3M hook, like one of them sticky-on joints.
No, like a full-on screw-in, like a. I don't know what they were hanging up there. I don't know. I don't want to know what they used to do in this room.
Wow,
there's another one over there. I never noticed.
Is it heavy duty?
Anyway,
bro, like what? Like how fuck are they?
Oh, they're not that fuck.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what. Nah. They must have been like hanging pictures from the ceiling or something. Anyway, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Oh, 45 said it's for hanging plants.
Really?
I don't think they were hanging any plants indoors.
Oh yeah, I kind of see that.
Maybe. What's going on? Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
How are you?
We were
you
just
look a bit
talking
flat.
About pants, weren't we?
We were talking about pants.
We were talking about pants and the weather.
Things that you talk about on the radio every single day.
You're in for a treat.
No, we were just saying that, we'll get onto the pants discussion, but we both acknowledge that the weather has changed dramatically in the last week here. It's gotten cold really quickly. And it's not like I feel a little bit we're not whinging because in America it gets cold with the snow, like pretty bad. We don't really get that. But whenever it drops below about, 15 degrees Celsius here, when it's the week before it's been about 25, 30 degrees, that's when we tend to whine a little bit, right?
Yeah, buddy. They're not my hooks, Sam. They're Hayden's hooks, bro. I don't need hooks from my undies.
Well, not those kind of plants, Scott.
UV lights.
Goodness. Andy's right. Daylight savings coming, and I absolutely, yeah.
It's been so dark. Good. Eh?
Now he's flexing with his 27.
Get out of here! Bloody get out of here!
Yeah. Hey Ben.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah.
So what's crazy with you? Oh, okay. You asked me the same question. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to go first?
You go first.
No, not much. Just a big week. Actually, the start of this week, we did some repeater moves for our club. So that was a pretty big thing that we did on Saturday last week. And I've actually got some photos which I can share of that.
Is that the site that got knocked over by those hoodlums?
No, that is in the future, but this is a different one. So
yeah, right.
We share screen. Here we go.
Did that all get sorted out?
They knew who they were, but they never really did anything too much about it. One person, I think, got prosecuted, but the rest just got off scot-free because they didn't find anything. They didn't find any of my gear in it. Actual fact, I suspect it's just been thrown off to the side of the track that you take to the repeater site. So
yeah, right.
This is we put up a new antenna here, which is a vertical VHF vertical, and that's a VHF dipole. And obviously we're on top of a broadcast site, so it's pretty noisy. This puts out quite a bit of power. I think it's like 25 kilowatts of power per transmitter up there. So
that's like those are rookie numbers for K stations, bro, and whiskey stations. Right? That's nothing.
I know. And this is our rack. You like our nice looking rack?
Yeah, I mean it's a bit empty.
It is a bit empty. We do need to put this is huge, this rack. We need to put some more gear in here, but we basically put in a 2 meter repeater. There's some cans. We got some nice cans down the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've got a little bit more work to do on this, but it's a good start.
Wicked, bro. So that's a migration, not a new repeater.
Correct. Yeah. It is. We never used to have VHF here. This used to be UHF, but we've swapped over to VHF now. So it is a migration of an existing system up there. So.
Gotcha. Bloody old mate Russ is messaging me.
Oh, mate Russ, big Rusty. He's the Because you've done a couple of nice tours of
tours of duty.
repeater sites there.
That's just the man.
I mean that
ARIC meeting.
That video that you can no longer watch on the internet, that was one of the best videos I've ever seen. So
that's good, man. Yeah, he's trying to organise a meeting for ARIC, Amateur Radio Emergency Communications Group, and apparently it's like feeding cats.
Because yours is pretty big for emergency there, isn't it? Because of just where Queenstown's located and everything, hey?
It is. We don't really. I mean, it is, but there aren't that many people. So not that. There's not. I mean, they're still doing stuff, but it's certainly not as busy as. Well, actually, I don't know how busy San Diego is. I presume San Diego is super busy, but I don't know. Adam always seems far busier than. He's actually on the SAR team though. He's not just on the the comms team. So he's doing all kinds of jazz. But yeah, I feel like.
So you're doing the comms stuff? Is that what you're doing? Is that what Ross is doing?
Well, Hayden, I go to the meetings. Yeah,
you take the minutes.
Russ does way more than I do. I do very little. I'm sort of part of ARIC on the with the understanding that I'm super busy and they need more members. So I do what I can and go to the meetings and help out where I can, but I'm certainly not super active in the field.
What does that stand for?
Amateur Radio Emergency Communications.
Oh, ARIC. Yep.
AREC. It's good, man.
Because we've got WISE, the Wireless Institute Civil Emergency Network, and lots of letters, lots of acronyms.
Wicked, bro. Are you a member of that?
No, I'm a member of two. I've got my fingers in too many pies, so that's one of them that I don't. So
pied out.
Yep, all pied out.
That's a shame.
Forgot to say at the top of the show, thank you to the newest members. We've got Kieran, the big K man. He's come on board as a Patreon, as a YouTube member, and Jacob as well. Thank you, Jacob, for joining. And if you're interested in supporting the show and listening to us drone on every week, there is a link in the description below.
Good job.
The other thing that I have been doing, and this is what we kind of titled this stream about, is these cheap pieces of. I was going to say cheap pieces of crap. I can't say cheap pieces of crap. These cheap handhelds. Yeah, and I actually released a video on this a day and a bit ago. Yeah, and it's going nuts because this is actually a pretty decent unit. It's actually got, it kind of looked a little bit ugly when I first saw it, but it's got some nice features, and the main thing in it, I think, is that sets it apart from everything else is the wideband receive. So, and you'll appreciate this. It's got USB-C.
Oh, you betcha. I presume it's not like IPX7 or like that. It's not waterproof.
Actually, so
it kind of looks like it should be. But.
Well, that was one thing that I didn't do in my review, but let me just bring up the website because I had the same question about it, and in actual fact, it is waterproof according to the website. I just can't remember what they specified.
No, it sounds good, man. What is it? It's super wide. And what's the price tag on them?
They're like 30, I think you can get them for like $30 on eBay at the moment.
Is that Dingo dollars or?
Yeah, Dingo dollars. Yeah.
Oh,
so that's probably what, about $35 for that, 35 sheep dollars, something like that.
Yeah, 34.333 repeating, something like that.
I'm trying to find it now. It was on. I think it was on one of the
30 dingoes to sheep bucks. Let's see what Google says.
Be careful searching for that kind of stuff, by the way. You might want to open up incognito mode.
Nah, it doesn't say. Hey, 30 dingoes to sheep bucks. Did you mean 30 dingoes to sheep bucks?
Dingoes.
No,
yeah, that's it.
Is it? 32.07. That's pretty close there, bud. 32.
They also.
That's really good.
They also seem to come under different brands. So
of course
they're not like, it's not. This one's a Quansheng, which is the company that reached out to me, but it seems like that they have them under different things. The other thing is the unit that they sent me just so happened to be locked in frequency, so you could only use it on the what they call the FCC bands, the US frequency allocations.
Yeah. And
But
what did Chirp think about that? Chirp was like YOLO, and you fixed it.
I haven't logged it into. I haven't started up Chirp to see if I can program it, but it does work with just the standard Baofeng programming cable like this, which is the standard stuff. But I sent them an email and I said, hey, seeing as though this is wideband receive from 50 to 600 megs, I said, how far will it transmit? Because I noticed that there was another version which was for wideband transmit, and she comes back a message. She says, yeah, just hold the PTT button, hold this button, and turn it on, and you get into this secret menu. If I can get it to do it now, and if I can show you this on the screen, you get access to this menu where you can change the lockout, so you can go 350 TX. I think if I go down, I think it is 200 TX or 500 TX. I think that means everything above that frequency. So there were some questions. We don't obviously have those bands where we are, but in the US, a lot of people talk about 220 megs, 1.25 meters. So it'll work on those bands.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I haven't done
it's all good.
on the test, on the
obviously,
thing.
you don't want to be transmitting out of band, and it's probably. I mean, obviously, it's way better if cheap radios come, locked to the gills.
Yeah,
but yeah. If you can legitimately transmit somewhere, that's cool.
Well, it's interesting too because as you know, the Baofeng radios, if you get them off like Amazon or eBay or something like that, they just transmit straight out of band, straight out of the box. So anyone who gets them can just like transmit wherever they want. Whereas at least with this one, I found at least they ship it out with that disabled, and like you can still go in and you can still turn it off, but at least it stops just like the layman buying it and then just transmitting wherever they want, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's much better.
Here we go. Waterproof, dustproof, fall-proof, pressure resistant. I wonder how pressure resistant it is. So apparently I can throw it into a creek and it'll be fine as long as I've got a Nissan Navara in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So yeah.
Mountain climbing. Was that guy on the beach? This is mountain climbing. That guy was on the beach, right?
No, he's not. He's looking over the beach.
Nah, yeah, he's on the beach.
What's the guy? Are these Saabs? Why would you take Saabs off road? Anyway, are they Saab? Looks like it.
It's weird looking, whatever it is.
Maritime ship. Yep. And
everybody's
camping.
rocking around in cats, bro. Big old
I will say,
cats.
I will definitely say. So that wasn't their website. That was just off AliExpress. I will say though that their website looks pretty swish when you go to it. They've got all of this down pat.
Pop the battery out for me, bro. What does the battery look like?
The battery.
Is it a UV5R battery?
No. So, let me remove it. I've got the belt clip on here, which keeps messing me up. So that's the battery, which is different. It's not like a UV5R.
Oh, it almost looks like the TYT. What's it called? The NV380 battery.
Yeah, it's 1.6 amps.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like I was actually pretty impressed, really, and I just made some suggestions to them and said, hey, considering you can do wideband receive down to 50 megahertz, how come you on your next batch, can you come out with a TX version so that we can transmit on 6 meters?
Yeah, right. God, you should post that. You should tell them you did that on QIZ, mate.
Look, I've avoided posting it on QRZ because that's going to be like.
I don't know. I never actually go there, mate. I go there to look at my logs.
It's a cesspool of disappointment.
Hive of scum and villainy. I think that's the term.
Andy's asked about will it receive. Why am I still on myself? Andy's asked will it receive 70 meters. 70 megahertz, I think you mean. It'll do, if you can see that, let me zoom up. It will do 50 to 76 and all those other frequencies. So, but yeah, it's interesting that, like, I don't know what you found, because you've got a pile of those Baofeng radios, but they seem to be coming, they seem to be progressing a little bit with some of the stuff they're coming out with.
Yeah, well, I'm stoked if you can get a better Baofeng for slightly more money that is actually TX locked out of the box. I think that's much better.
Well, see, it's not even it's not even more expensive. Like, they were $30 on eBay. As I said, dingo dollars.
Yeah, so I looked it up on AliExpress, and I haven't done a good look, but they're a little more expensive than the old Baofeng. Put it in a pressure cooker. Interesting. Seems so.
Yeah, old fart on a BMX. Can you get bigger batteries like you can in the Baofengs? That's actually a good question. I don't know what kind of other accessories you can get with it. Only what was on their website, really. It looks like they've just got the standard stuff, which is what it comes with at the moment.
Battery, belt clip, cradle, and
yeah. I need to do I haven't had time or the ability to do a spurious emissions test to see if it passes that as well.
That'd be awesome.
It comes with firmware updates too. So, gonna run over a firmware update and see how it goes.
So they can hack into your fridge, your smart fridge and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Does it connect to the Wi-Fi? It's going to connect to the Wi-Fi, just like TikTok.
It'll go into your Tesla. So that's good. Via serial connection.
Now, the most important thing. No, well, this is what it's not.
Welcome, frequency mode.
Oh, it's different.
It's different.
It's a different lady.
Yeah, I know.
It's ChatGPT.
It's ChatGPT.
Ask it who runs Ham Radio DX, mate. See what she says.
No, well, we already ascertained that wasn't me. Okay, so the most important thing is, and this is the thing that's killing amateur radio, like everything else.
Of course.
Is
it?
Oh, I didn't realise you can turn AM outside of band. Is this? It comes with 2 Roger beeps. This is whoops, not that band. This is
812.
812. This is the first Roger beep.
Yep.
Okay, 7HH. So it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. That's all right.
And this is the other one that they put in for some reason. Okay, 7HH testing.
It reminds me of like Daleks or something.
Public safety.
That's amazing.
Compared to a Baofeng, let's see what the Baofeng sounds like.
That sounds better. That
what the Baofeng does?
No.
This does?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the Roger beep in these?
That's a big old negative for VK. They've been trying for ages. I think the military, there's some stuff going on there, I think. But we've got NZL.
What have you got in ZL?
5 megs.
Oh, right.
He's asking about permission for 60 megs.
Oh, yeah. We tried to apply for 5 megs here, but they knocked us back because they reckon that the military use it. And then we're like, well, but you've got New Zealand just over the pond. Like,
yeah.
It's weird.
Doing it. We're on low power. We're power limited. But still.
Oh, that's not good at all. See, the Baofeng's too. It's too harsh, isn't it?
It's just unrefined, mate. There's no lack of refinement.
If you're using that on air, it's going to annoy everyone, isn't it?
That's awesome, KC1STV. Good job.
It's not gonna. This isn't going to annoy anyone.
Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. No, that's fine, mate. I'll dig it.
So yeah, of course, you got to unscrew this though and toss it out because it's absolutely useless.
Of course.
So, especially if you're trying to receive on a different frequencies.
What has it got? Has it got our favorite connector on there, or is it Japanese style?
Yeah, nah, bro. It's got reverse SMA, so you can put the big mother on.
Like 6 meters, 600 yards. That's a lot.
How big? Hang on. How big is your one? Whoops. How big is your one?
It's the big donger. It's the biggest one.
let me go and find mine.
It's what's my? I got a 2 meter wingspan. So this one's. Oh,
it's decent size. You're playing your guitar with it too.
It's on the wall accidentally. I'm hitting it. So
mine's all nicely folded.
Yours is the 76 centimeter, like sort of half breed, kind of neither here nor there type thing. Yours is too long to use, but not the longest.
I can use mine to turn my on air sign on and off.
I can play the git on mine, and hit the wall. So Seamus, she's a bit bendy.
Free Time Electronics, KC1 STB. Congratulations on your call sign. Thanks for your vids and nice to meet you, Radio. Nice to meet Radio Runner. Yeah, good on you, mate. Congratulations. And did you get technician or general or what did you get? And welcome to Amateur Radio. That's awesome.
I got
Andy says they have 4, 6, and 8. Does yours have? Hang on. How come yours isn't folding over? Or is that because of the way you're holding it? Because if I do that, mine's a bit limp.
No, I'm a licensed amateur.
Do you have this? Do you have this problem?
Well, of a limp antenna.
Yeah.
No. Just hold it sideways.
Hold it the other way.
This way.
No, the other way.
Now, that like upside down.
Down.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is down, sweetheart. It's down as. Look, I'll give it a wiggle. See, you've been playing with your donger a bit too much.
I have been playing with it. Yeah.
Because I barely play with mine at all, so it's still pretty rigid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! Look, now the base is unscrewing.
It's like a sword. See, stop sending Hayden stuff. He just ruins it. My base is fully intense.
No, I bought this and I'm very disappointed.
I bought this as well, and I've used it. Maybe never.
Actually, that's a good point. I should stick this on the radio and see how it.
I was going to use this for soda. In my mind, I was going to use it to try and get 300 kilometer, 200 odd mile contacts. Oh, that's a nice little hat you've got here, mate. It almost reminds me of
fantastic, isn't it?
Where does she also? Should she be here too? What is that?
Michael, Big Mick.
Sorry about
any
this,
opinion? Any opinion on the new Baofeng UV17?
It's like
I saw he did. I saw Tech Minds. I saw he did a video. I haven't seen the radio before, but I did see his video pop up, but I haven't watched it. But I want to find a handheld radio that will do 10 meters.
Ooh,
that'll be
cool.
Sweet.
That'll be a friggin'
sweet. As are you still playing with your
negative? No,
still playing with your thing.
Folding it up. I'm folding it up and putting it down the side of my pants. Everything's fine.
So, oh, look at this! Oh, they've stepped up in the world.
Holy moly!
The thing is the problem is with Baofeng is they seem to come out with these radios, but they don't really change too much on them.
You're not the only one that's noticed that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's this. Mind you, the technology sector's only been doing that for about 50 years. Oh wait, it's different. Oh no, it's but it's the same. Oh, perfect.
Different, same.
I'll take my new phone. Thanks very much. I don't know how does this strap work?
Light as day.
Light as day.
It's the only handheld radio that is light as day.
That thing's going to irradiate the out of you, off of you. It irradiates.
High gain antenna.
I did it. Right. I can come out in the year.
You folded it?
Yeah. I folded it. It took a while to get the strap on.
Luckily, it gives you worry-free communication. It looks pretty sweet. I don't know. I haven't really watched his video, and it's the first time that I've looked at the specs.
All kinds of things up here on this tray.
Peter picked up on that as well. Large area of irradiation.
That's it.
So yeah. You're right there with all of your antennas. What are you doing?
I'm making a mess. None of these antennas are good. Don't buy any of those. Highly not recommended.
Scott,
Yeah.
you're looking in the wrong place, mate.
That's pretty much what I saw too. How many watts?
Oh, maybe they've discovered ever since my videos come out, they decided to jack the price up because this is not right. These were $30 the other day.
Scumbags. Scumbags.
What about if we get rid of the Quantrang bit and just put in
the brand,
UV?
yeah. What was it? UVK.
Yeah. UVK5.
What?
51,
UVK
58, 50, 46.
Shipping's ridiculous as well. Oh, here's one for 44. That's still more than you're talking about.
Yeah, they must have jacked the price up since in the last couple of days.
Here's one. No, I found one for $37.89, free ship.
Is that on eBay?
No, Brett. It's on AliExpress with an American plug.
Yeah.
Free shipping, $37.89.
Yeah, bro.
So they do exist. You just gotta hunt. You just gotta push all the buttons, mate.
$30.72.
$37.89 is one I found.
41.
With free
44.
shipping. AKA never arrive shipping. You paid more for that.
Oh, this one comes with an Australian standard plug. Why didn't they send me one of those? What the hell is this? Oh, it's a soft case. I thought it was a radio for $55. It was a copy of a Yaesu.
Even so, man, cases for HTs are just for Japanese HTs. What a joke, man! They're so expensive.
I know. Show us the one that you found.
Yeah, bro. Stand by.
They also for our American friends as well. They also received the NOAA weather forecast frequencies.
Oh, nice.
They're pre-programmed in. I mean, like most of them will do that. You can listen to AM.
Well, that's hopeless.
Frequency copy too. They've got this one. Some more. Just going over some more of the features. They've got this frequency copy thing. So if you transmit on one radio and you put it next to the other and then scan it, it does like that close calling thing. It'll give you the CTCSS tone, the frequency.
Yeah, right.
So that's pretty cool. And you can air copy. It's like AirDrop, but for radios.
I'm going to drop it in the chat for the peeps. Stand by, peeps.
I hope you put an affiliate link on that.
No,
what are you doing, bro?
I could care less. Boom. Dunsky. Enjoy.
AliExpress. Let's have a look here.
It is all yours.
You're a mod on my channel. How did I let that happen? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Shut it down. There you go.
35.23.
Easy.
300 available.
Not at that price. You buy two, the price will double. Hey.
I notice all this is in English too.
I mean, you may never see your 35 dingo dollars again. But I'm just saying that was on the site.
Just don't spend your freedom dollars. That's all.
Do not waste real American monies.
No, it's just not worth it.
Everyone's got 600 bloody Baofengs as well, guys. Like, do you need a sixth Baofeng? Probably not.
Dan,
the wide receiver is really nice, though. I don't have wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to like you said, you've got to change the antenna because that's not going to be real good on 50 megs. But if you're plugging that into an external antenna or something, that'll be gone. That'll be fine. I'm inside here on the bottom floor, and I was picking up airband from the control tower, which is like, I don't know, 5Ks away. So I was picking up airband. Okay.
Crikey.
Dan, how many watts? I tested it in my video that I did the other day, and it's about 4.6 watts on high power.
That's good.
Yep.
Much better than half a watt on full power.
Yeah. It'll do low power. It'll do on low power. It'll do like, I think it's 1 watt, something like that.
No.
So
that is a lot of dingoes.
You guys paid too many dingoes.
46 is a lot of dingoes. That's like the equivalent of what, 2.5 horses? That's a lot.
Ben, I ordered my first HT from a VK store late Feb, and I'm told I won't get it before. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I know which store you're talking about. And yeah, it's not the first time.
It's not HRD, is it?
HRD,
Oh, sorry, no, HRD. What am I talking about? No.
We don't have HRD.
SH.
Oh, well, I didn't really want to say it on air, mate.
Bananarama.
But I didn't really confirm or deny it. But I don't know. It depends on it depends on what HT you got though, because there's been like massive delays on electronics and stuff. In actual fact, I was talking to the guys at ICOM, and the amount of like delays because of the chip fire they had over there and just COVID and stuff, like they've had to like redesign stuff just to keep getting stuff out. And I'm not talking about like not just amateur radio stuff, but other stuff. Yeah.
I guess if they're drop shipping stuff, it's going to take forever. You know, like just kind of is what it is, eh? Or they're waiting for stock.
Well, I mean, I went today looking for Raspberry Pi 4s, and I knew that they were hard to get hold of, but they're impossible.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, I was like, oh, surely I can find one somewhere, and nowhere has any in stock at all. And in actual fact, the only place that I can get stock is on Amazon. And guess what? Guess how much they are? $300 for a Pi. $300.
That's too much for a Pi, mate.
I know.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of Pi.
I'm just looking at New Zealand suppliers, and like, it's it's pretty pricey, mate.
Yep. Yeah, Plasma's right. Yeah, Pies they're just selling out as soon as they come into stock. They're just absolutely crazy. I've got a couple of Pi 3s here, but they're not really. I needed the extra horsepower in the 4. So
yeah, gotcha. That's it. We just needed more CPU.
Yeah. Don, the 2 gig. I noticed the 2 gigs are still out of stock, but I wanted the 4, at least the minimum 4. JCar had some 4 gigs in stock a little while ago, but they're all gone now. I'll fart on a BMX with the dad jokes. Good one. Let us do the jokes. We need to.
It's man, it's been like that forever, bro. Pies have been just hard to get for. It feels like years, eh?
Yeah. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Just painful. Friggin' COVID, honestly. Get out.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. Just on another note, let me just show you what else I've been cracking on with over here.
Oh, yeah. What have you done?
If you haven't already worked out, hey, new pants.
Carry on. No, I didn't
we didn't talk about our pants, did we?
Well, my pants didn't come. It wasn't about my pants, man.
It's always about your pants. It's always about whether you're actually wearing them or not. And until we actually met in person, I didn't realize that you did wear pants. 10 meters, bro. It's been going absolutely bananas.
Like right now?
Oh, just in general. I mean, like, I've only literally just turned this on, and what, am I still hearing the US at this time of the night? Looks like I am. Holy moly.
What?
Monday, Tuesday, maybe that's old logs in there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm hearing Europe now and Asia. But 10 meters has been going bananas. So I wonder who else has been on 10 in the chat. You guys been getting in on it?
I was having a heart attack over Raspberry Pi prices. Sorry, 10 meters. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's been going off. You need to get on, mate. It's been going absolutely. Look at that, Kazakhstan. How good's that? I've never seen Kazakhstan ever before.
Holy moly, that's good times, man. No, I've been doing it. I've been working the C-dubs, man. I've been trying to up the speed, kick out the jams, try and get up to 26 or 28 words, like reliable receive. I was doing a bit of
contesting.
Yeah, just for contesting. Sure, it's not particularly useful for portable operating or whatever. But so yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of FT8 in the last couple of weeks. I was doing it. I really like 20 meters. My setups. I'll do well on 20.
Bit of CW there at the moment. Bit of CW happening there at the moment on 10, so
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, I've been really trying to jam it up for the contesting because that contest I did was fun, man. It was good.
Yeah. So you just want to up that speed just so you can start to compete.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can compete at any speed, technically speaking, but 20 is quite slow. No, you can get away with 20, but I just wanted to I'd like to smash it.
What do you want to get up to? 25, did you say? 30?
Nah, 20 out of 30. Yeah.
28 to 30.
Reliably receive at 28 to 30. Yeah. Which isn't that hard. It's just a matter of doing. You just gotta practice.
Yeah.
So I've been doing like
CW sucks.
CW sucks.
CW sucks. What's the So I keep saying all the time that I'm going to learn CW, which I should really get to doing. What, in your opinion, is the best way to start? Like, I know some letters and I know some numbers.
Go to Morse code.
Do it in the car.
Go to Morse code Ninja, download his MP3s, get the MP3s at 20 words a minute, and just run it in the car. Whenever you're in the car, run it.
I'm not in the car for very long though on my commute.
How long is your commute?
Like 5 minutes.
This guy's living the dream. He's living the dream. 5 minutes. What?
How long?
Well, drive longer. You're selfish.
Just drive around the block and go. Hold on a minute. I'll be late for work because I'm just trying to decode this guy.
Yeah, I barely drive anymore either. But I used to have 15. I used to drive 15, 20 odd minutes, which again is nothing. But that's 40 minutes in a day. But yeah, I don't know. You just find time, and you just listen, and that's how I did it, and it was perfect. If I had to redo it, I'd do it faster. But you'll figure it out for yourself because some people can count dits and dars at a far faster speed than other people. So they say, don't. And so, for example, like just don't learn it at 10 words a minute. Don't learn it at 15 words a minute. Learn it at I would say 18 to 20 is probably the minimum. It's got to be fast enough that you can't count the dits and the dars. Unfortunately for me, I can kind of count dits and dars up to about 22, 23, 24 words per minute. So I've really got to get smashed before my brain is like, okay, cool. We'll just hear the collection of sounds and you'll know the letter. But yeah, man, Morse code Ninja MP3 files. That's how I did it, and it was really good and really fast.
So what's the theory behind not doing it slow?
So what happens is if I go da 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 da, and I give it to you really slowly, what your brain's going to go is da da da. Okay, that's a K, and then I'm going to go da 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 da, and you're going to go, how many dars was that? Oh, it was 1 dit and 4 dars, so that's a 1. Or da 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 da, and so you're calculating in your brain, and you're like, oh, what was that? It was da da da. Okay, that's
and you lose track, yeah.
And you lose track because it's a really slow process. It's very very slow, and you can't keep up. So you just have to cut. You just have to. If your brain is able to go, oh, cool, there were 3 bits in that and 2 dars, so that's a 3. It's too slow. To have any sort of high speed competency, you've just got to hear the sounds and be like 4. You've just got to hear the sounds and be K. There needs to be no counting. It's like you're using a different part of your brain. And I would do that straight away because it really doesn't. Because if you learn it slow, and you can operate at 10 words a minute, 15 words a minute, counting the dits and the dars, writing it all down, that's fine. But the progression is going to be incredibly hard because you're going to have to relearn it because you never really learned it the first time. You learned it by counting, and anyone can do that. If you you can do Morse code counting dits and dars at 5 words a minute. Get a pen, write it down. You're like da 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 K, okay, da 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 Z. Da, 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 da. Okay, 7. If it's slow enough, everyone can do it, and people just have a different maximum speed for which they can still do that. But when you're getting up into the 20s and the 30s, it just doesn't work. It's just way too slow, and you lose all the characters. So you've really got to be like da 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 okay, da 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 okay 2. And you're not. There is no calculation. There is no counting. You just heard a sound, and you're like, cool, that's a cue. And that's the fastest and the bestest, in my opinion. The opinion of one absolute moron. there's a totally different system in your brain for doing it the two different ways. One is just instant recognition, and one is counting. And the counting, it's like a fool's errand. You'll have to relearn it if you really want to go at a reasonable speed.
So is that what Morse Code Ninja does?
Yeah, bro. You pick the speed.
He plays it and does it at speed.
You can pick whatever speed you want, but yeah.
Okay.
Get the files at 20 words.
Yeah. Okay. Is that on like Spotify or something like that? Just on
it
streaming?
Might be. It's definitely on YouTube as well.
Yep. And you how long would you? Well, like every person's going to be different, but how long is it going to be from? Because I just read, g'day, Joe Brett, you're up way too early. Don says, I won't ever be able to do it. So say someone who, say someone that thinks that they can't do it. Because I know that I can do it, but it's going to take me time. How long would you expect that you would start to be able to send proficiently? Like, is it like if you were doing it like once a day or something like that?
I don't think there's like, I've been playing heaps of chess recently. It's a new thing.
Chess
is a hard game. And so chess has this like, if people think that really good chess players are really smart.
Yep.
I don't think really good chess players are really smart. I think it is just about like that, like the best chess players, they started at a really young age and they smashed chess 12 hours a day for the rest of their life. And they got fiendishly good. There are people that are incredibly good at chess that aren't that bright. And I think it's the same with CW, man. I think anyone can do it. I just think it's really disheartening at the start because some people will start and you'll read stories about how someone got it in a week and they're copying at 20 words per minute. And then you hear people that are doing it for years and they really, really struggle. Everyone's different. I think the key is just doing a tiny little bit as often as you can. I mean, as you said, it's going to be different for every person. The real trap in it is I think there's two traps. Like play some chess. I think the first one is being like, man, this is too hard. I'm going to go down to 10 words a minute so I can actually operate. I'm being like, okay, sweet. I'm going to, veering off the path and being like, sweet, I am going to drop right down because then I can copy and I can TX. That's fine if all you want to do is operate at 10 words a minute. Very, 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 very few operators are going to operate at that speed. So you're really self-limiting there. I think that's a trap. I think it's better to just kind of to suffer a little bit. So yeah, I think it's the other thing is not getting on the ear and not sucking. There's nothing more motivating than getting on the ear. Like for me, like the only reason I'm working on copying at 28 words a minute now is because I did a contest and I sucked. I made some contacts and it was all fine, but I didn't do like it was nasty. My copy was not very good. I did that, and that gave me the fire under my butt to do better and to be better. Very hard to get that kind of motivation in a vacuum where it's just you and your shack being like, I wish I was better at CW. Much better, in my opinion, to go and fail and be like, wow, that was really fun, but I could have done much better and have that be your motivation than just being like, wouldn't it be nice?
I'll get to it, yeah.
Nice? So, yeah, I think it's hard. I mean, I don't think I'm definitely not normal. At least in terms of what I've read, in terms of the speed of which I picked it up. But yeah, I just think you just got to give it a crack. And I think the worst thing you can do is be like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah. So you got that because you got that motivation because when you're contesting, you have a lot of pressure on you, don't you? Because like all these contest operators, they're like, I don't care how bad you are at sending or receiving. I just want to get my number as quick as possible. And you're like, oh shit, I can't, I can't decode you or whatever.
Yeah. And especially when the bands are really busy and there's people everywhere and people are listening, you feel like a real dumbass when you're like, oh, geez, I need a third repeat or whatever it is, like RPT, or like, what is it? Question mark, QRZ, or like getting a repeat on the number. I had to get repeats on my serial number like a couple of times. You just feel like a bit of a dork. But as I said, but now, now I'm going to get better. But if there's and I think there's definitely CW might for it. There definitely is. People are really scared to text. They're really scared to call CW. But I got to say, my little bit of CW mic fright after that contest, it's totally gone, man. I was smashing out my call all the time. I made so many mistakes that the next day I was like, man, I'm going to call CQ for 30 minutes, and it was so easy. It was so easy to do. I was just like, man, I just did a contest, and it was hard, and I sucked at it. But the next day, I was like, man, I made so many mistakes yesterday that today, who cares? It's no longer in a contest. I'm going to make heaps. It was like a load off. I was like, I've already sucked. I've sucked and everyone's heard me. Now I'm just going to go into a quiet portion at the bottom of the band and just call CQ and see who was there. It was kind of liberating to suck so much in my first CW only contest.
What and then what's the process? So like if you because I'm interested in this because I need to find time to do it, and I think a lot of people are like that. You got the motivation from the contest side of stuff.
No, well, not initially. Initially, it was because I was doing SOTA and solar minimum.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
but what I mean is,
for this, yes.
But like it's the same. It's similar because you got the motivation to actually sit down and try and improve and get it faster, whereas some of us are, and then you also had the motivation with SOTA and stuff. But some of us are like, oh yeah, I'll get round to that at some point. And then what's the point from when you're listening to, say, Morse Code Ninja or some of these others? I noticed Stuart said about QRQ. What's the point that you then go from listening to then sending? Because is that quite a big difference, quite a big change? Or is it just like, hey, as long as I can receive, it doesn't matter. I'll just be good on sending sort of thing?
For the majority of people, I would say for the vast majority of people, your limiting factor is going to be receive. If your sending is garbage, but like the hard part of CW is receive. Sending is really, really easy. And you don't even need to be able to send, technically speaking, because if you're contesting at home, you can choose a keyer. You can use, can use N1MM
automatic
to do all of your sending. You just type it in with the keyboard. Your sending is going to be perfect. It's all about your ear. So I wouldn't, whatever. Who cares? I use automatic keying all the time. You can't. On a SOTA summit, you're not going to be automatic keying. But the sending, I wouldn't stress about the sending. I would stress about the listening. And what I did was I worked bands that were only going to be invis. I ran heaps of 60 meters until the minimum, and a bit of 40. So my signal, and it was solar minimum, so my signal wasn't going far, and I was working the same 5 stations all the time. So it wasn't like I even
calls as well.
Yeah, all I had to, it was like, oh, cool. What ZL was my call, right? So ZL was easy, and so it's just like a number and 2 letters or 3 letters, and it's always the same. And that was it was so much easier. I'm just like, it's going to be Jeff, it's going to be Mark, it's going to be John. It's going to be Win. It's like I just knew who it was very, very like Andre. I knew who it was really likely to be. And so I just knew their call signs, and I did that week in, week out, and SOTA summits. So it's like tons of SOTA. And so that I kind of I learned to send and receive in like a really small little, a really small fish pond, before before it opened up as the solar cycle kind of got ramped up, and now I'm at home running, 80 watts or 50 watts or whatever, but much, much better, SFI and stuff. And so I would find a buddy. Find someone local that their call, and just have a QSO with them. There are always people hanging out. If you're part of a club, that's super, super helpful. But you'll find the same people calling CQ all the time on the bands. If you make a contact with them one day, Well, the other thing I did was I just sit there and listen for a while. I'd find some space on the band. It's so much easier now. We've got waterfalls and stuff. But you drop down to 14, 010, or wherever your band privileges allow, at the bottom of the band, and just sit there and listen. And you hear a station, and you'd hear it. So they sit there calling for 5 minutes at least. And I would just sit there and listen, and I'd just write it down. When I sucked at it, I was like, what is that? What is that? What is that? And I'd figure out their call. And it'd take me a couple of minutes. I had all the time in the world because I was sitting there calling, CQ, K1, TTT, or whatever it is. I had heaps of time to figure out the call, and then I just go back to them. I can key my call out, give them, 559, easy peasy. So there are lots of things you can do to make it easier on yourself, but you just gotta have a hone. And I'd get on the air as soon as you possibly could. I'd get on the air before you felt like you were ready, and you'll make mistakes. You're like, man, cool, all right, I almost did it, or I did it, or oh no, I totally sucked. I need to, like you can kind of build on that. But yeah, I think anyone that's been working on CW for a year and hasn't had a crack at it, I think that's way, way, way too long. I think it's really counterproductive. Just have a go and have a hone, and if it's bad, no one cares. No one. I haven't had. No one sent me emails when I was first sucking, being like, Chris, you piece of you absolute you demon, get off the band, shut it down, you suck. And I sucked really hard.
No, they just say that off air where you can't hear. So
yeah, and if I can't hear it, it doesn't happen. It doesn't
Who
exist.
cares?
So doesn't matter, right? And yeah, a lot of CW is codified and abbreviated, but who cares? If someone tries to rag to you just like K, TU, da 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 da. You just bail. That's fine.
It's a bit like someone that you don't want to talk to in real life, isn't it? You just like, oh, cool,
yeah, bloody dinner's ready. Chris, it's 7 a.m. Yeah, no, I ate early. Bye.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Because I know that Charlie NJ7V from Red Summit RF, he does like regular streams all the time as well, and I'm pretty sure he's got Morse Code Ninja on his streams when he does it. So yeah, it's just for me, it's finding the time. But then again, as you say, you just gotta get to it, I suppose. The best time to play, if you're struggling for time to learn it, the best time is just shortly before bed. If you're you're just about to go to sleep, just put your phone next to your bedside table. Don't worry about your missus. Don't worry about that. Just put it on, and she'll love it. She'll absolutely love it.
She'll learn to love it.
It'll put her to sleep. It'll put her to sleep. So, but yeah,
put
it's
in a few of those Baofeng Roger bleeps in there as well. Really.
You're right
Just
about
what was that about Hunters?
Oh, sorry, Stuart. Yeah, cool. You're a strong signal, Ben. Ben's just calling me an FT8 on 10 meters. In fact, he's strong enough for a sideband contact, I reckon. You were saying about the learning your. That's right. Lionel's got it right.
So embarrassing.
Yeah. If you can get your first few letters and then the numbers, then you're pretty good. So like you're right, because like VKs, like I know some letters and everything, but VK I know because it's like on every repeater that we go around is like diddly da 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 da.
Diddly.
That's VK, and then 7 da da did it, and then did it. That's my call sign. So. You've got that. Diddly
da. Diddly da.
ZL's a little bit difficult.
Horrible.
Ben wants to try it. Nah, let's just do it. Do it on the stream now. It won't take too long. Let's just do
Full
it.
send.
Pick a frequency. Pick a frequency, and we'll find it.
On 10?
On 10, yeah. Oh, there's already someone on 10. On 270. It's Europe. Diddly-da. Southeast Communications. Yeah, no, we don't take things seriously at all, do we?
Not on Fridays, that's for sure.
Only Tuesdays we did.
Yeah, it's
as long as you're wearing as long as you're wearing pants.
That's right. There's a good chance I am wearing pants.
Let's go 28485. Ben, give a call out. See if I can.
Everybody jump on 28485.
28485.
28485. Let's all go. I'll see you there, except for me, because I'm S9 with baby monitors right now.
Are you?
Didn't think we'd turn those off. Didn't think we'd be on the air.
You'll be looking forward to the time when you don't need to use the baby monitors anymore. You'll be.
I've actually got them all on bloody IP switches. Oh, sorry, not IP. Smart switches, so I can turn them off from my phone.
I was hurting then. Victor. Oh no, my mic. What's going on with my mic?
Victor. Oh no.
Oh, my mic.
Dingo. Victor Dingo 7. Help me, help me. Calling C Banana and listening. Kiwi.
Shit, I've got a problem with my mic interface. No. Why is that not?
This is amateur radio.
She's been ruined.
Send it.
Hold on.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm getting there, Ben. I'm getting there. Hold on.
No.
I'm getting there.
You don't have your hand mic plugged in.
No, I do. That's what I'm plugging in. VK4 UMB, VK4 UMB, VK7 Hotel 5151. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Go again with the signal report.
5555.
QSL on the 5555. Thank you very much. Good signal there, Ben. I've got a bit of local noise, but you're coming up and down. Over.
That. It's got a bit of local noise out of the stream.
He just bought a 7300, by the way.
Oh, way. Seems it works.
Yeah. All right, Roger. Thank you very much. See you back online.
Nice.
And that's how we do it.
Well, the voicey bits are obviously going in the mic, and angry pixies are coming out the other end, so it's clearly working.
Well, mine aren't.
Yours
so.
No one cares about Tasmania stations. I'll tell you that right now. VK what? VK7. Just like no one cares about Z04 stations.
Is that still you, Ben, on the frequency? Someone else is talking now.
It's probably someone telling you to get off the frequency.
It's like it's probably a super fan. There's definitely someone else there.
All right. Did you guys check if that frequency was in use before you jumped on me, you bloody dingoes?
Of course we did.
VK's never did.
Sounds JA. That's probably a very high possibility, yes. See you, 45.
No, mate. Before you start calling on frequency, you should ask if frequency's in use. Just a little tip.
Yeah, you always should. Don't learn from me.
No. I mean, it's as long as you do it sometimes, right?
Yeah. But the waterfall is the waterfall was clear my end, and 20 and 10 meters is a very large band, and also look at me just making up excuses now for not calling.
I'm sure Ben cleared it before he jumped on.
Have you ever done that before too, where you'll be asking if the frequency is in use, and you'll be calling is frequency in use, and then you'll start calling CQ, and then like a minute later someone will go, "I'm on this frequency, get off."
Yeah, but it's normally a VK. It's normally a VK that does that. I told you about that bloody VK station that hopped on me last weekend day.
Yeah, but see the thing. Oh, by the way, Ben, you're transmitting on the wrong frequency for FT8. I just saw you pop up then. No, I was just saying. The issue though is that they sometimes
propagation changes, bro.
You don't hear them, yeah, and propagation changes exactly.
Happens all the time.
So, you know.
But when they suddenly appear and start calling the station that you're working, the path was obviously pretty good both ways. They just come out of nowhere. What would you guys do with
waterfall? Yeah, some people don't like waterfalls.
KX2 doesn't have a waterfall. It's a great radio. But when you're putzing around, you got your slippers on. It's a cold night. You got your cup of tea, and you're looking for a friend. The waterfall's quite nice.
It's just makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? But don't worry, we struggled. We struggled just like everyone else before, pre-waterfall days.
Yeah,
we struggled.
We're not 14 years old.
We come from the ham radio school of hard knocks. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
is that such
what
a thing?
Couple of billions. The average age of a ham's double our age, but that's fine.
Is it? It's probably triple my age. No, it's not quite double. It's probably double and a half, I reckon.
This guy.
You're not that much older than me.
Only 47 million years older.
Okay, well, you are a lot older than me. You're a lot taller, though.
I'm not 47.
I couldn't believe how tall you were when rocked up to Auckland there, and I literally had to look up to you.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It is.
I'm sorry. But
that's all right.
You could have just chosen a taller body, couldn't you, when you were born? It's not my problem.
Well, that's not me choosing.
Well, of course it is. You pick just pick a bit of model. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I'm sure you could have done better somehow.
That's all right.
It's your fault somehow.
I pick hair over.
Exactly.
Hair over height.
Exactly,
hair over
buddy.
height.
Holy moly. Bloody hell. No one should have as bloody bad hair as me in their like mid to late 30s. Get out of town. It's terrible. And I'm great. I'm like
mid to late 20s.
It's all like Christ.
No, well, so am I. I'm going grey
Savage,
as well. Don't look at that.
Bloody savage.
Yeah.
Life's not fair. You can't have everything, apparently.
No. Oh, well, good discussion. We've look at far out. We've
it was a deep discussion.
It was really a deep discussion.
What happened? What did you say?
I was going to say I've just looked at the time and didn't realise we've been going for an hour rather than half an hour again.
Oh my god, we're going to get banned. So much.
We're going to get kicked off the internet here. So,
I hope so. It's long overdue. I haven't even finished my tea.
Haven't you? Oh, we've got to keep streaming then. We've got to keep streaming until you finish.
Half a litre of tea here, boys and girls.
It's a decent cup.
It's factual. It's accurate.
Best did ever.
Best did ever.
So
that's exactly what my children sound like. That's a perfect rendition.
So apart from the CW stuff, are you gonna be like doing any radio stuff in the next? I'm gonna do. Next little bit?
I want to get DXCC CW. That's what I want.
Do you know what you're up to?
In a year. Don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna start again. Whatever it is.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in a year just for fun. Ham radio is not a competition. It should never, whatever. But just for fun. Just gonna see how many I can get in a year.
So, are you just gonna like use a logging program and then just upload the logbook of the world to keep track of it?
Oh, bro, I'm not even worried about confirming it. Like the last time I tried to sign up for Logbook of the World, they wanted to know like my shoe size and they wanted a bloody blood sample, and I had to give them like a copy of my passport and like. And my website looks like trash. Like I'm like it's completely untrustworthy.
Well, actually, funny you mention that. I know the ARRL have talked about they're going to update that.
It's filled me with it filled me with zero confidence that I was not going to be a victim of identity theft when they were like, send us your passport and a copy of your bank statements into our like Windows 3.11 running server. Fantastic.
How are you going to know that you've got DXCC? So you're just going to wing it. So literally you're just going to make contacts like you normally do.
Yeah, it'll be on QRZ. I'm going to chuck them all up on QRZ. And
you'll get confirmations through QRZ.
I get some for sure.
Yeah.
But like if I work a rare station and they don't confirm me on QRZ, like whatever. No one cares about my DXCC. So
well, you do.
Thanks, Don. Well, no, I do, but you know what I mean. Like if it's confirmed or not confirmed. And if
Thank you, Don.
Cheers, brother. And if you're just randomly uploading like phony contacts or something, like you're only cheating yourself. Like, what are you doing? So I'm not too fast. Like if it's confirmed, that would be epic. If I get to a point where I'm like, I don't know, you might find once I get to like 80 or 90, I'll suddenly change my tune real quick, and I'm like, oh no, I got to get this on LTOW so I can be confirmed. But yeah, I'm just gonna have it. But you've got heaps of confirms, bro.
Well, so I've got mine set up so. A lot of these are obviously FT8, but I've got mine set up so that Grid Tracker uploads to Logbook of the World automatically, and then I just come in QRZ every now and then because I don't have a subscription to them because you can set it to just do it all automatically. But I just go in and I just literally import all the contacts in.
Yeah, nice.
And then like these are the latest ones. Like I actually need to reach out to this guy. This is the first contact that I've had on 6 meters to the United States, which is something that I've been trying. I've literally been trying about 6 or 7 years to do this, and I finally did it last Sunday, and I was actually
Rad, man.
I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning because I'm stupid to join Jason Ham Radio 2.0 stream. Not that I'm stupid for doing that, but no, I'm stupid for getting up at that time. But anyway, we're streaming along, and I just thought I'll stick. I thought I'll stick this on. I thought I'll stick this on 6 meters, and then bang, this guy just showed up. I'm like shit, I better work this guy, and then he come back and we exchanged contacts, and then I worked. It wasn't just a one-off thing. I worked two more stateside stations, and then bang, I was like, here we go. Like I've been working for this for a while, and I've got it.
Bro,
so
that is sick.
And then you can go into. I was just going to mention about your DXCC. You can go in here and you can get your awards. So
yeah,
and then because I don't know if you've seen this, but if you go in. It actually gives you how many entities you've worked.
Oh, that's cool. Is that confirmed, or is that just in the old?
These will be confirmed, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, like, you come in here, and these are... So, obviously, I'm just trying to see if I've got any that haven't been confirmed that I can show. Not really. They've all been...
There you go. Israel.
Unconfirmed, yeah. So, obviously, that doesn't count, but it's in your log, because that was on... What was that on? 20 meters. So yeah, you can come in here and you can check that, which is pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
And obviously, if at the top right hand corner here, you've got mixed.
Yeah, perfect.
So a majority, if I go digital, a majority of these are going to be on digital. So I think if I go, see 48. If I go phone, it's going to be a lot less. Maybe I reckon 15 or 20, maybe, or 17. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So you can change this, and then they've obviously got all the other awards as well that you can apply for, like if you want to work everywhere in the US, all the 50 states. I've got 8 states to go.
That's rad, man. So, yeah, as I say, I'm just doing it as I don't, no one cares about my DXCC. But it's just another little poke, you know? Like it's another little bit of incentive to go and just keep going and plugging away. And man, I don't use Grid Tracker. Why not? I probably should.
Yeah, a grid tracker is good for the FT8 stuff because it automatically logs and just sends it straight out. If you want to log on your CW stuff or your phone contacts, you want to use like N1MM or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. N1MM.
Yeah, because you can set that up.
So good.
You can set N1 in it. You can use N1MM to upload to Logbook of the World automatically as well.
That's cool.
But
I just manually every end of the night I'll end of my 30-minute session or whatever, 15-minute session, I'll just if I actually work the station that I care about, I'll just manually chuck it up the QRZ.
Old Fart on a BMX says the first ever hand contact was the USA and his QRZ said he doesn't do QSL cards. I love them. They are fantastic operators, but as soon as you work a JA station, Japan, or JH station, Japan, you get so many QSL cards. I got a QSL card. I got a QSL card from a JA station that I worked on 10 meters FT8. He sent me a QSL card for 10 meters FT8. I didn't reply because I'll reply to QSLs that are sort of like if I worked them on SSB and it was like, like a decent...
It was cool.
It was decent, cool contact. And I've worked a couple of Japan stations before, and one guy sent me his QSL card and we worked on sideband and he sent me $2 in the envelope so that I made sure that I sent back a QSL card. Anyway, actually, I need to redesign my QSL cards because they're a bit crap. But this other station with the 10-meter FT8, he sent me one for a contact made a couple of years ago, and he sent me another card with the same
one.
The same one. I'm like, I probably should reply to him. But as soon as you work JA, it's like, and it's like, mate, I received QSL cards for working them on 20 meters FT8, and it's like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
reply to a QSL because it costs money.
Yeah. Well, they like you, bro.
Logbook of the world.
They want some of their Victor Kilo 7 hotel action.
Yeah.
So it's your own fault, mate.
Don't worry, the card will be coming. It will be coming. But
I was stoked about Adam's card. I mean, not swearing, but I just realized I haven't actually seen him a card. I don't have a card. Yeah, shit. No, I don't have a card. I need to. That's a really good point. I need to make a card just so I can send Adam a card.
I worked South Korea the other day, actually.
Wicked.
Hang on a minute. So you've got a card for? Do you have it with you? Is it there?
It is. I think I put it in a garage with my other ones. I think I've got it.
Because that's a bit. Because that's interesting to know. Because I don't think I've received a card from Adam, and we made a sideband contact on 17 meters when he was up on top of a soda summit for a video once, and I haven't received a card. What's going on there?
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds lame.
I'm gonna have to get onto him about that.
I was on
what was your contact? Was it summit to summit?
Summit to summit, CW, 10-pointer, ZL4, Mount Larkins, middle of nowhere.
Well, there you go.
Yepak. One of the biggest hills around here.
Did you say Ben Nevis?
It was good, bro. Sorry?
Did you say Ben Nevis?
No. Tallest peaks around us. I mean, there are plenty of peaks bigger than that, but it was a big hill. It was a massive mission to get up there.
Yep.
And it was all planned out and stuff. But whatever. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but I am going to say it. He doesn't like you very much, but he really likes me, which I totally understand.
I got that vibe.
Some people just don't like VKs, you know? It's not like he's the only one who doesn't like VKs, you know what I'm saying?
And it's nothing personal. It's just we're just
it's
very likable.
I mean, no, there's nothing personal. Yeah, that's right.
We just he's just said, look, my QSL service only goes as far as New Zealand. It doesn't quite reach that extra distance. It's that's priority. That's priority mail to try and get it extra further. So
no, I was friggin' stoked to get that Kiwi. Yeah, he sent me a whole bunch of awesome stuff. You know, bless him. But the little piece of cardboard, epic.
That was the thing that you really. Well, he sent me his antenna kit, but now I'm disappointed I didn't get and some stickers, but I'm disappointed I didn't get my QSL card.
I mean, he's a super generous guy. He's generous to everybody, but he only really truly appreciates some of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's true.
You know, and I just happen to be on the highly appreciated list.
On the highly esteemed list.
Yeah, he's just an absolute gentleman.
Actually, I should go. How much coffee have you got? Have you got much left? Tea? I mean, or are you finished
now? I'm
now?
out, mate. I'm out.
Oh, all right. We should close up soon.
I think close it down because no one cares.
we should. I could go through the list of. Maybe that's what we do next week. We go through a list of cards that we've collected over the last few things, because I've got some very interesting designs from some VKs that they've sent me before. None. So
I've got 3 or 4.
Oh, well, you can watch mine then.
Okay.
Or you know what we should do? We should play a game of online chess, because that sounds very interesting.
You're going to get smashed so hard, bro.
I know, exactly. I'm it'd be entertaining.
Sure, if you want to play game of chess on the stream, we'll play game of chess on the stream.
It depends on everyone else. Everyone else is just going to drop, like the viewer numbers are just going to drop through the floor.
Even Lionel will leave.
Even Lionel will leave. Even Andy won't bother tuning in that night.
Nah, Andy will be there, bro.
Do you reckon? We'll have one person on the. Look, someone's already said no. Fair enough.
It'll be speed chess. It will be speed chess.
Chess over HF. That could be interesting under noisy conditions. Lionel reckons he's going to be there. All right. Thanks,
Lionel
guys.
wants to shut it down, and I couldn't agree more.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you all in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully.
Have a great weekend. I appreciate you. Sorry about Hayden. He's never going to give us anything. From anyone. Anyway.
See you guys.
We're dancing.
Because we'll offend all the blokes on QRZ and on 80 metres, you know. Why can't I get this right?
Okay, shall we get on with the show? What am I doing with my life? Bloody lost it. Stop making that noise. Stop making that noise.
He needs some milk.